everybody, my name is Lataya. I'm the multifaceted mom, and we're back with another vlog. So November, y'all, last year was the month that I went to London. I did my first solo trip. Story time. So in 2019, I wanted to go to Iceland solo, bro, and my family talked me out of it. I let my fears take over, even though I seen all these vlogs on YouTube about black women traveling solo and how safe it was, especially to Iceland, and I still let my family talk me out of it. And also the flight was canceled. However, let's be real, I could have definitely booked another flight if I wanted to, but I was like, hey, maybe this was God protecting me. No, like maybe it was. However, I feel like internally I definitely let fear take over. So I was determined that I was going to go to Iceland, and I still haven't went. That's okay though. Some things happened and I ended up last minute changing my Iceland trip to London, and y'all, it was the best freaking trip ever. Like, being a solo traveler is how I like to travel. I traveled to Turks and Caicos for my birthday with my friends, and while I had so much fun, I enjoy solo traveling. It's a different type of empowerment. It's a different type of feeling to just be in so much control of what you are doing for the day, what you are doing for your entire vacation. You don't have to talk to nobody. You can be in your thoughts. You almost hear God speak to you so clearly because you are so alone with him. Like, spend time alone, babes. It's the best thing. But in this video, I want to offer a few tips on how to travel solo and how to do it safely. I feel like London was such a great, easy solo trip because everything, first off, is so many people who are traveling in Europe. I mean, you are not the only one. It is so many people who are traveling in Europe. And what I did was I took some different, okay, so I traveled differently than I would have if I had went with somebody else. So I also want to do a story time, because let me start off with how not to travel by yourself. And I'm not judging home. I'm not judging, okay? But this is where people go wrong. So when I pull up to my hostel, I did stay in a hostel. I'm trying to figure out how to get my stuff in the lockers that they have. But homegirl, I'm asking homegirl, you know, because I'm thinking if I stay in a hostel, I'm going to meet so many people. I didn't, but I'm going to meet so many people and everybody's going to be friendly, and I'm going to like befriend like strangers. And we're gonna be lifelong friends that meet up in different countries. No, that was not the case, not this time. But as I'm talking to her, I'm like, oh, how do you like the hostel? Homegirl says, you know, I really wasn't even here. I met a dude online and I've been at his apartment. Now, babes, this is how shit goes wrong, okay? Because what is that movie? Taken? We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. And you know, everybody is different. Everybody has their, you know, their ways. I am literally not judging her for, you know, meeting up with a stranger. I am looking at her like, babes, you don't know him and you've been in his whole, like, did you let somebody else know that you was there? His address, his license number, like, no. You know, and that's just how not to travel. I think that's where a lot of people go wrong with solo traveling. If things ever do happen, it's like you do things that you wouldn't normally do in the US or in your home state just because you're out of town. That is not how you solo travel. So here are a few tips on how to travel alone. So first, I just want you to say, make sure you let your family and friends know you're going. I think that something I wanted to do was just not tell nobody until after I came back, but at least tell 1 or 2 people. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your best friend where you're going and how long you'll be there. Tell them where you're staying. Give them the address of the hotel or the hostel that you're staying in. Secondly, I stayed in a hostel because I wanted my first time traveling solo to be with other people, or really just to be so I can meet strangers. Like, I know that sounds weird, but I'm extroverted, kind of introverted now, but I'm really an extroverted person, and I wanted to meet strangers. I wanted to meet other people who were traveling alone. But I also think a benefit in staying at a hostel, not only was it cost effective, but it was really a chance to see other people, meet other strangers that are traveling solo. I hope that the next time I do this, I am able to actually meet some friends, because yeah, I wasn't. People was in and out of there. People was in and out, honey. They was like, yeah, I'm traveling, I'm out. I did see a group of girls who like were a little friendly, but you know, they came there together. But it's all good. If you do stay in a hotel, I feel like that's probably what I'm gonna do next time, because I'm gonna be taking my kids next time. If you stay in a hotel, make sure you are staying in a hotel that's in a central area, where transportation is near. Second thing, make sure you book tours. I think if it's your first time traveling alone, which it was mine, just take an extra precaution, you know, book some tours. I did because I was in London, I did a red hop on and hop off bus, so that way I'm at a bus stop and all I have to do is just hop on and off and go to different tourist attractions, and it's a group of us going on that same bus. It's so easy to do. They go in a direct path. It's an app that you can track where the bus is, when it's coming, which bus stop to go to. It was very, very easy to navigate, and I loved it for a first time traveler. I think next time I do it, I probably won't. Actually, I will do it again, just because I had the girls. But I think the next time, if I go back alone, or when they don't have like strollers and stuff, I'm definitely going to be taking more underground transportation. And I did take the bus there as well. It was very easy to navigate. Like, buses there, and I'm sure buses in New York and places that are very public transportation oriented, extremely easy. All you have to do is go on Google Maps and it'll tell you what bus station to go to, how many steps to take. Very simple. Something else I would do is reserve things ahead of time. I reserved restaurants ahead of time. I didn't do too much back-to-back reservations, because I wanted to give myself space to just say no. Okay, just say no, I don't want to go, or I wanted to give myself space to rest and really just enjoy where I was and not really have so much planned. So I really only had what is it called? It's a tea. I really only had like afternoon tea planned at a couple places. Now, one thing I do wish I would have reserved some things earlier, but London was so last minute. I literally booked it the week before I was going. It was very last minute. So I wish I would have did that. So that's why I said I will be going next. I will be going back. Going back to transportation, I would suggest you take taxis if you need. I hopped on, maybe let me tell you, I hopped on a taxi every chance I could, because if it was somewhere where I could get to in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes with a taxi, as opposed to 45 minutes, I know it's cheaper to go the train route and the public transportation route. I just didn't feel like doing all of that, especially as a solo traveler. I really appreciated just getting dropped off at the door, dropped off back. But again, things will be happening differently next time because now I have a little bit more experience. I kind of know, like, okay, I did take the underground transportation one time to Camden Market, and it was really easy. I just don't like the anxiety that comes with, like, oh, is this my stop? Is this it? And then you lose signal. For me, I just prefer the taxis. I'm gonna be real with you. My other tip is make sure you have a charger. Y'all, my phone almost died a few times because I forgot. It's not that I didn't bring a charger. I didn't bring the right charger. I forgot that. I don't have it, but I forgot that in Europe they have a different outlet. So I had to either get an adapter or another charger, all in all, and I ended up getting another charger. They have a lot of them, a lot of different stores and stuff, but yeah, that was a reality check. It's a lesson learned though. It's no big deal. Calm down. It's just like if you lost your charger here. But the difference is you want to know where you're going, so yeah. It's plenty of stores that have chargers. Now, I want to also get on if you're a mom, because I was a mom at the time that I was going. I also was a breastfeeding mom, and I just kind of want to make sure I give this tip. For my last tip, if you're a mom that is breastfeeding, you can take your pump as a medical bag. And if your pump is in the same bag as, let's say, other clothes, it's still a medical bag. At least for me, I didn't get caught with an extra bag that had clothes and toiletries. I did do like a backpack traveling. I did not take any suitcase. So if you're, and I could have because I traveled JetBlue, but yes, you can take bag milk. What I did was store my bag milk in a hotel. Thank God, because they did not have a refrigerator, so that is a downside to a hostel, or at least check before you book it. But I wish that's the only piece, the negative piece of booking a hostel instead of a hotel. But you can take bag milk on a plane because it's breast milk and they will not check it. If they do, it's all good. Make sure if you have an ice pack, make sure it's already frozen. I had to throw away my ice pack because I thought it wasn't supposed to be frozen, but now I know. And my last thing for moms, if you're a mom, I strongly urge you to take a trip, even if it's for a weekend, even if it's for Friday through Sunday. Take the trip, babes. Go enjoy yourself. Take the trip. Because I thoroughly enjoy myself getting a break from just being a parent and just kind of stepping into myself and getting back to the things that I loved. So if you're a mom, if you're a parent, take a solo trip. Just enjoy yourself. Don't invite other people, because the negative about inviting other people is you gotta be on their time. You gotta be, I had a trip booked to Denmark. I was supposed to go from London to Denmark, and I ended up canceling the flight because I was just like, I don't want to get on another plane. And that was okay, because who was gonna check me, boo? Nobody. And that's my point. That's the benefit of traveling alone. But if you want any more tips, I am going to be traveling to back home to Michigan to visit my family over Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna do like a packing, how to travel with kids, because I did travel with kids to Houston, and that's gonna be a little travel mom tip on how to travel with kids alone. So yes, if you have any questions, please like and subscribe. Comment below, what are your tips? What did I miss? Have you done a solo trip before? If you have, where should I go next? Because I will be doing another one, maybe for my birthday next year, or the year after. But yes, let me know. See you.